Greetings my guzzlers. Something a little bit different. I've been seeing quite often pop up in some of my sort of channels that I follow, the cooking method sous vide or sous vide, okay, which is essentially cooking it or things at a lower temperature, but obviously for longer. So I thought, well, I'll give it a go. Now, the first thing I want to point out is that I purchased all these things. I've not been given them. This is just purely, simply, I thought, I'll show you what I got and tell you what I think of it so far. So the first thing I bought was this device. Now this heats and circulates in a sort of tank or pot or whatever, water, and it's meant to regulate it and keep it at that set temperature within, it claims, ½ a degree. Because the important thing is, because you're cooking at a lower temperature, and some of the things that you're going to cook might be temperature sensitive, if you like. So if you want to make yogurt in it, you don't want it getting too hot, okay? And with the meat, you might be cooking the meat, say, for 4 hours. And if the temperature suddenly shoots up, it's going to cook it quicker, and by the time you open it up 4 hours later, it's like overdone. So anyway, I've been looking for a little while on Amazon, and finally this one seemed to come up, quite a lot of positive reviews, okay? 1 or 2 negatives, but you get that in everything with Amazon. So in the end, and then suddenly it popped, in my wish list, popped up 20 quid off. 20 quid voucher off of it. So I thought, right, I'll sod it, I'll go in and buy it. So I bought it. Now, I haven't actually done any cooking with it yet. But this was the first thing, and I'll show you it in a minute, and we'll have a little talk about it. And then the saucepan that I was using was a bit awkward. So I've been and bought myself a tank. Again from Amazon. Now, it is supposedly compatible with most sous vide machines, and one of the reviews for it did actually comment. They bought it with this VPCOK, not a very good name for it, is it? VPCOK, especially given the shape and size of it. And it worked perfectly. So I thought, great, I'll get this. Very few negative reviews. At the end of the day, it's a plastic tank with a lid. Although I did notice one Italian, a comment giving it a really negative review, it's made of plastic. It could therefore break easy. I thought, what do you want it made of? It shows you a plastic tank. Do you think it was glass? That's even more breakable. Anyway, literally comes in that box, you know, it's that size. But again, I'm just going to show you that in a minute. So let me get rid of the boxes and let's show you the actual devices. So to start with, the main bit of it, okay? It's quite a hefty thing. It's got heating elements under this metal bit. There is a removable bottom. I'm not quite sure why you want to remove it. It might be for cleaning purposes, but given at the end of the day all you're doing is heating water with it, I'm not quite sure. And you can see the little sort of rotor there that helps circulate the water. Got vents on it, and it does come with a minimum and maximum mark. You need to make sure obviously your water level's below, above the minimum. The controls all on the top here, and it's touch sensitive and you can't actually see them until you've plugged it in. Now I'm not going to plug it in because I need it immersed in water. You can't do anything with it. Well, you can, but you'll mugger it up. But it also has this clip which the machine will slide into, the sous vide machine slides into, and this can clip over your container. So like I said, I was originally doing this, practicing it in a saucepan. Now, my initial views of this, wasn't very impressed. Given that it maintains that a 1 degree difference in cooking temperature can make a huge difference, therefore this is within a ½ a degree, half a degree. I wasn't too impressed with my first trial. I filled up the water in the saucepan as high as I could get it, without obviously going everywhere. Set it at something like 50 degrees Celsius, turned it on, and it has a built-in warning that if it goes up over temperature, it will sound an alarm. Now in this case, the temperature got up very rapidly, it heated it very rapidly till about 50, and then it kept crawling up. and up. Wasn't until it got to 70. Now give in mind this got a 10° above your set temperature warning. This didn't go off until 20 degrees above. And then what it does, it has a timer in it, and the timer starts as soon as it gets to temperature. So obviously, because you don't want to cook at the wrong temperature, the timer pauses. However, it's still heating. So I know the timer becomes irrelevant anyway, but the idea being that when it then gets back to the proper temperature, the timer continues on. All a bit irrelevant if it's going to overcook it, isn't it? So that was test one. Not impressed. I cooled the water down a bit, tried again. This time it went 10 degrees over, and again the alarm went off. So I thought, piece of crap, that's going back. So I just left it. About an hour later I come back and the temperature had dropped to about 5 degrees below my set temperature. I thought, well, let's give it a final go before I clean it all up. And I set it off again. This time it hit my 50 and it stayed at 50. So I thought perhaps that's just an oddity to do with how it started. Perhaps it needs to settle down. I don't know why, it's just a bloody heater and circulator. But anyway, I thought, okay, that's looking good. So I cleaned it, well, dried everything up. I'm going to be careful you don't tip it up this way and get water down the electrics. Okay, so cleaned it all up. And then the next day I thought, right, let's have another go, just to make sure everything's right. And again, exact same amount of cold water out the tap, 15, 20 degrees over temperature, alarm goes off, timer shuts down. And it's like, what's going on? So got my head right thinking, and I'm thinking, could it be that this thing struggles a little bit because of how quickly it heats it? Is it simply, if it's heat and cold water, it shoots up too quick? So I adjusted the temperature, which I know is a faff and you shouldn't have to do that, This thing should better do it itself. I set the temperature within about 5 to 10 degrees of what I wanted, below this is. And this time, again, it went to my required temperature and stayed there. I would say it did flicker about 1 or 2 degrees, so much for the ½ degree, but I thought this seems to be the problem. It's if you start the water too cold, it seems to overshoot, completely ignore its 10-degree warning or whatever it is, but if you get the temperature almost at the required temperature to start with, this thing seems to be able to hold it there. So I haven't done any more trials with it yet, because I thought, well, I'm going to do some more trials with it before I start putting food in there. But I thought I'd get myself a tank. So this is sous vide tank. Now you want one with a lid, because obviously when you're heating the water it will evaporate. And the water level will drop, and you don't want that to happen because the cutout will happen, it'll turn itself off. Okay, so you need a lid of some sort. Now I looked at different tanks I could get. I thought, you know, just a tank that I could modify if you like. And in the end I plumped for this. Said it suited most devices, had good reviews, and like I say, one customer actually said it's fitted that one his VPCOK perfectly. If I just put this in here, this will stand in that hole perfectly adequately. Okay, good. Okay. This holds about 11 litres, 11 to 12 litres. Hasn't scale on the side if you want to use it that way, but just bear in mind you need to make sure that the level of the liquid is above the minimum level and below the maximum. Okay. So next thing was getting this on there. There's a lip that goes all the way around the edge, and I'm concerned that this isn't going to last very long. I thought, hang on, perhaps I need to turn it around that way. Is there a lip on that side? Yeah, there's a lip. Oops. Doing it round the wrong wordy way. That bit must be on the tank. you can get it on there, but you're worried that this plastic's going to snap when you do it. Okay, equally, when you put this in there, it's a bit tricky because the sides are also slightly tapered in, and so this is resting against the clip at an angle. Not that that should really make an awful lot of difference, but what does concern me is whether being pressed up against it, whereas if it's vertical there is a little bit of a gap there, not a lot, I'll give you that, okay, there's a little bit of a gap, but also what concerns me is, I've got the wire trapped in there, what's it going to do when it starts getting hot? Okay, is that going to, you can see that it's quite tricky to get that in there, but is that going to get hot and cause problems there? Okay, so there you go, that's it in there, as far as it goes. Like I say, can't do any trials yet without water in it, but it does fit. Clip over the edge is a little bit dubious. Almost tempted to think about possibly cutting that lip off, but I think it's a tapering more than anything else. But there you go. So that's your VPCOK Sous Vide or Sous Vide, and a suitable tank to do your cooking in. So I'm going to be testing it out a little bit more, and then later episode we'll actually see how it gets on for cooking stuff. So after 8 minutes, set at 55, it's currently over temperature. So I've just manually lowered the temperature to 55, the working temperature. So 1 hour, 35 minutes left. Let's see what happens now. So here we go, our first ever cooking session with this thing. And everything I said about how you have to set it up to make sure it stabilises the temperature is sat there for about 4 hours, because obviously I set this up way in advance. Set it up about 4 hours beforehand, and it's stabilised great. I put the food in there, which I had removed from the fridge so it wasn't too chilled. You can see they're wrapped there, in this time in cling film. They're not in vacuum packed, but it's because of what I'm making. Instantly, this thing registered a drop in temperature and it started shooting the temperature up to over 70. So I've been juggling water in and out to ensure it is now back stabilised where it should be at 65. But not an impressive bit of kit. You're cooking at a lower temperature than you should do, and you can only gauge temperature time, the time to cook by the temperature. If the temperature starts going up, it's going to affect the cooking time, and you'll end up overcooking. Still going up, 74.4 now. So I'm going to have to piss about again, adjusting water. Not impressed at all, VPCOK. You're right cock up, aren't you? Let's just say, for a sous vide device, it is complete and utter shite. Finally got it rebalanced again, the temperature. Shouldn't have to do that. This thing should be able to be left unattended for like 24 hours. As soon as I put the ballotine in there, bloody temperature starts shooting up again. Twice I've had to bail water out, put cold water in. Finally, just like it did when I set it up, it's now balanced. Piece of shit. VPCOK. But I will be putting a review up. It's already got a 1-star review from Amazon, and I ain't changing that. It's shit.